Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and I had a surprise delivery today in the post, something I wasn't expecting. And I know that Ray over at Albatross is sending me a book, and I thought that's what it was. I'd opened the envelope and out popped this. This is the brand new Airfix 2024 catalogue. So thank you very much, Dale, or whoever it was at Airfix that sent me this. Thank you very much. So I think I owe it to them to show you all what it's got in it. So let's have a look at what Airfix are going to be coming out with this year. So opening the first page, we've got, you know, stands, and we've got not aftermarket, but you know, products and consumables. We've got aircraft models, car models, truck models, ships, everything here. So starting off, we've got the quick builds, and then we've got social media, aerodrome, workbench, hobby rewards, and then we've got all the military aircraft vehicles, classics, lifeboats. We've got a battles board game and technical index with Humbrol. So quick builds, these are basically snap together models made for the youngsters to get them into the hobby. So a lot of fun there. So we've got the Lamborghini, and then we've got the taxi and the bus. If you go over to Moss's channel, Moss has recently built the bus. The windows looked a lot darker than they do there on Moss's build. And also there was quite a few bits and pieces of it scratched, but go and have a look and see what you think. So here we've got the that's nice. We've got a Jeep Quicksand concept, and then we've got the Gladiator Overland. I love the Gladiator, they are lovely vehicles. And then here we've got the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy. We've got a McLaren Speedtail, Lamborghini Aventador, McLaren P1 in white. We have a Ford Raptor, that's coming soon, the F1 Raptor that is, not the F-150 Raptor, sorry, not the Raptor that we get in the UK. And here we've got a 68 Mustang GT, which is very nice indeed. And here we have a Mustang GT. This is the 2018 to 2023 model. Mine's actually 2017, so it's the same body, but it's slightly different front end on it and slightly different rear lights. But other than that, it's the same. So if you haven't seen me build that, that's why, because I don't like the newer front end on the Mustangs. That was why I bought mine in 2017. So we've got a Chiron, we've got an Audi TT Coupe, and we've got an R8 Coupe. Do love an R8. And then here we've got some VWs. We've got a camper van in blue, we've got a camper van in red, and we've got a Beetle. Again, these are all quick builds, so they're just snapped together. And then we've got some brand new 135th scales coming this year. And these look very nice indeed. And if you haven't seen them, go and have a look at the Airfix launch video. And these have actually got workable tracks and everything, and they're 35th scale, so they're going to be a nice size. The Tiger hull is going to be about that long. The Sherman will be slightly smaller. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very nice model. You can see it's quite an interesting little build as well. The instructions will be laid out so that the youngsters can do it. But it does look like a fantastic little model, and workable tracks and everything. So I may even get one of these and build it on the channel, because it looks like a lot of fun. And then we've got quick build aircraft. There was a build of this. Steve sent me a video. He built one of these. So you can see the Spitfire being done on the channel if you go back and have a look. We've got a 109, an Apache, P51 Mustang, a D-Day Spitfire, so we got the invasion stripes on there, and then we got a P51 Mustang for D-Day as well, again with the invasion stripes. So that one's also got the invasion stripes. So what makes that one a D-Day and that one not, I don't know. It's just that this one's blue and that one's yellow. Going over the page here, what did it say about those tanks? When were they going to become available? Available spring 2024. So we've got red arrows, we've got the Hawk in black, and then we've got the F-35 Lightning. Again, these are all quick builds, not starter sets. We've got a Typhoon, an F-22, and a Harrier. It's obvious where Airfix marketing is going. They're looking at the younger end of the market here. And then we've got Connect with Airfix Fan Worldwide, and this is all the Facebook, XCOM, which is Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Airfix.com, and TikTok. And also you've got Nigel's Modelling Bench as well. You can have a look on there for some Airfix stuff. I've done the 124th Spitfire, I've done Monty's Humber, I've done the Sea King. I'm currently working on a Dambuster Lancaster, which you haven't seen. I've done the Hurricane. I've done quite a few Airfix kits on the channel, so go and have a look. I've done, did I mention the ambulance? Done that as well. So here we have the bus, looking lovely. As I say, if you want to see that, Moss did a build of that on his channel. And then we've got the aerodrome here, we've got the workbench. This is all talking about stuff that's available online. Your hobby, but even better. So here we go. This is the starter set Land Rover Series 1. So this is the hobby rewards. You can join up using that code there and get rewards for your hobby. Every time you buy a kit, you'll get some rewards, I guess. 10 points for every £1 spent. Airfix Club, which lots and lots of people are members of. I'm actually not a member of it myself, but you get all these special models that are only ever available through the Airfix Club. So, and this year is a special year, of course, being the 80th anniversary of D-Day. What's on the box? So we've got descriptions here. We've got the different, well, we'll go through this. We've got the history, okay, which is that there's a piece of history about the aircraft, or the subject that's within the box. Flying hours, remember, you collect those, or you can send them off to Models for Heroes, and you can get free model kits. We've got the skill level advertised there, so you've got the skill level telling you whether it's going to be suitable for you or not. We've got the paints list, so there's all the paints you're going to need. They're only going to be in Humbrol, obviously, because Airfix and Humbrol are sort of together. They're the same company. And then we've got the schemes available, we've got the decals available, and then we've got the product code, which is down here, and we've got number 8, the model scale. So it's worth remembering, 70-second scale, 1.5 times, well, 70-second scale is 1/48th, and then double 48th is 24th. Airfix don't tend to do 30-second, but 1/72 times 1.5 is 1/48th. 1/48th times 1.5 is 1/32nd. 1/48th times 2 is 1/24th. A lot of people ask about, why don't people do things in 1/35th and everything. It was actually Tamiya that came at 1/35th. Invariably, everything before Tamiya came along was 1/32nd, and Tamiya changed it to 1/35th. So there you go. So we've got the starter sets here. These are basic kits designed at starters. Now, I have always said, what Airfix used to do, they used to take a basic small kit, box it with some glues and some paints, and call it a starter set. I didn't agree with that, because I think a lot of the smaller aircraft kit, like you've just seen me do that Hurricane, the undercarriage is extremely fiddly, and I think it would put youngsters off the hobby because they feel they can't finish the model. What they've done now, they've re-engineered the kit, so they're actually bringing out new starter sets now that are simplified, so you'll see the part count is very small. I'm going to build one very soon on the channel just to prove myself wrong, because I've always said that I think they're too difficult and they should do 1/48th, but they've actually listened to people or changed their minds on how they're doing things, and they've actually now simplified the models to make them simpler to build, and it's going to make them more of them get finished. It's going to make people come into the hobby more readily and not be turned off by bad results or unfinished models. So here you can see this one has got 54 pieces, and this is the brand new Shannon class lifeboat. A brand new kit. It's not a brand new lifeboat, but very nice indeed. I should probably be getting one of these and building it. In fact, that may well be the starter set that I do. So very, very nice indeed. And don't worry, I always fall for this. You see the paints across the top there. That's not the paints you get in there. That's just a generic picture of paint pots. Obviously, like with this, you're not going to get purple. It doesn't need it. So the paints in the model will be sort of set up for the model that you're doing. So we've got a new tool coming. This is a P51, only 31 parts, so that's going to be nice. We've got a Messerschmitt BF109, that's only 30 parts. And apparently when you look at these, you can't tell the difference between these and a professional 70-second scale model that's not in a starter set. They're just engineered with less parts. So, and it's also worth remembering, if people say, oh, less parts, just remember, one of the most expensive, most highly detailed models available on the planet is the Border Model Lancaster, which was engineered by Wingnut Wings. The whole starboard side of the cockpit is one piece of plastic. You don't add anything to it, it's all just moulded on. So worth remembering that. So here we have, over the page, we have another new mould, which is the Eurofighter in 1/72 scale. Lovely kit, very nice to build, and you can see they've got these stands as well. It's like a shadow stand, so you can see that is a shadow of a 109, that is a shadow of a P51. Here we have a shadow of a Eurofighter, and here we have a shadow of an F-35. This apparently is a lovely kit to build. I must get one of these and give it a go. But apparently it's beautiful. To Boldly Gold Model Works, James has just built one on his channel. It felt like 2 bits of paper then. Very nice quality paper, by the way. Here we have a Spitfire starter set, again with the shadow stand, and then we have a Red Arrows Hawk, again with the shadow stand. 26 pieces in that one, 24 pieces in that one, so ideal for beginners. And then here we've got the McLaren starter set. This is 35 pieces in orange plastic, so obviously you've got to paint some bits black. And here we've got a Lamborghini Huracan, 36 pieces. We have a Chiron here with 39 pieces, and we got a Pagani Hoyura, is that how you say it? 33 pieces in blue plastic. Lovely old model. I really should get one of these and build it on the channel, shouldn't I? This is an old Land Rover Series 1. I used to have one of these, but it was an 86 inch, I think. Yes, it was. Because originally they were 82 inch, and then they went to 86 inch, and then they became 88 inch. And now we have the 90, which is actually 93 inches, but they call it the 90. We've got the Aston Martin DB5, we've got the Jaguar E-Type, again, very low part count in those. And here we have the Sherman Firefly and the Tiger One. Remember, these are 1/72nd scale, so they're going to be like practically half the size of the 1/35th scale ones we looked at earlier. So I think the 1/35th scale, I'm not sure about pricing, but they're going to be a much better bet for the youngster, I think, because they can also play with it afterward because it's got workable tracks. Here we've got the Mary Rose. Amazingly, this is apparently a fantastic seller still. And then we have the RMS Titanic in 1/1000th scale. This is not to be confused with the 1/400th scale. This is the smaller one. It's 270 millimeters long, so it's sort of just over, what's that, about 11 inches, isn't it? Just under 11 inches. So there we go. So RMS Titanic. And then we have gift sets. Now, gift sets are not necessarily starter sets. In fact, it looks like these could be the starter sets. So it looks like these may well be starter sets in one box. I'm not sure. It doesn't say about part count, but they're on shadow stands, so I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if you do know, not what you think, but what you know, if these are starter sets or not. Please let me know. If they had part count, I would be able to tell you, but I don't know. And then here we've got the Spitfire and the F-35 Lightning. Again, that looks like starter sets. And then here we have Spitfire and a Red Arrows Hawk. Again, they look like starter sets. Here we have the Tiger and the Sherman Firefly in 1/72nd. I'm guessing they are starter sets because the earlier kits are 1/76 and these are 1/72nd. I'm sure the starter sets were 1/72nd, not 1/76. Yes, they are 1/72nd. So I'm guessing these are going to be the starter sets as well. And then here, these won't be starter sets because they've got a one-piece stand. So they're going to be ordinary kits off the shelf. Oh, they're 48th anyway, so they're much bigger. So that would be a lovely gift set to buy for someone, because each of those aircraft are going to be, you know, wingspan sort of like this, rather than the smaller 1/72nd scale, which again makes them easier to build, easier to paint. And you've got a lovely stand for them both to be displayed on. Here we have my favourite aircraft on the planet, the Lancaster, and this is the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. So we've got the Spitfire. We've got two Spitfires, and we've basically got the Lancaster there. I'm not sure which tooling this is. I think some of the Airfix gift set boxings were the earlier tooling of the kit, but I could well be wrong. Let me know in the comments below if you know. Here's the F-35 with the Dambuster Lanc. So that's the kit I'm actually building now in a series. If you want to go and have a look, I haven't actually started it. I've started it, but I haven't started putting the films out yet. But it'll be there very soon. So we've got a 72nd scale Curtiss Tomahawk here. Again, a gift set. Gift set is like a starter set with the paints and the glue and everything included, but it's just not a starter set. And then here we have our 1/72nd scale Typhoon. We have a Hurricane, which I've just built. We've got here the Vampire. We've got the Harrier GR9 and an English Electric Lightning F2A, all in 72nd scale. We have the beautiful Sea King. And then we have the Willys MB Jeep. Now that doesn't come with the glider, okay? It's just the Jeep and the gun. Jeep, the trailer and the gun, okay? It doesn't have the glider in there. And then here we have the 1/600th Belfast. That's an oldie of a goodie, an Airfix kit in 600 scale. And then here we have the 1/400th Titanic from Airfix. I believe this is a reboxing of the Academy kit. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is. Again, it's a gift set with all the paints and brushes and glues included. So D-Day Fighters gift set. So there's 5 aircraft there on one stand. You can see all going together. So we've got the FW-190, the ME-109 or BF-109, we've got the P-51, we've got the Spitfire, and we've got the Typhoon. Is it a Typhoon or a Tempest? I'm sure that's a Typhoon. So it'd be interesting to see all those together on that one stand, and it's also a very cheap way to get all these kits. And remember, you're getting all your paints and glues and everything as well. So that's going to be a beautiful set. I believe that is just under £50, which for those 5 aircraft with everything in the stand is a bargain. Here we've got another gift set here. So we've got D-Day Assault, we've got some landing craft, a jeep, gun and everything. We've got the D-Day Air Assault set, which is a lovely little set to put with your aircraft on a little diorama. And then we've got the 176 D-Day Battlefront. And then we've got another D-Day Operation Overlord here. So you've got all the beach there, you've got the massive German placements, the guns, and landing craft and everything. And over here you've got the old house and the Tiger and the Sherman. You can see these are 176 scale, so they're going to be the older kits, not the 172nd new ones. So we've got military aircraft here. Here's the beautiful 148 scale gunnet, probably Airfix's best kit ever. Yet to build it. I've got it. The lovely Wendy bought it for me, but I've yet to build it. But it does look absolutely stunning, especially with its wings folded. So we've got 172nd scale. In a new scheme, we've got the Spitfire. We have a Curtiss P40 Warhawk, which is a lovely kit. The P51 Mustang again, and the Zero. And then here we've got again a new scheme on the 109. Got Hawk Hurricane Mark 1. I've just built that if you want to go and see. Done a full build on that one. Focke-Wulf FW190. We've got the Supermarine Spitfire. And then here we've got another 109. A reintroduction with new schemes. That's a PR, what's that? PR19. Photo reconnaissance aircraft. And then we've got a Typhoon in new schemes. We've got a P51, Bolton Pole Defiant, beautiful aircraft. Lots of rumours, people talking about this being released in 24th scale. I can't see it myself, but there's rumours of it. Anyway, so we shall see. We've got a Gloucester Gladiator in new schemes. We've got an F4 Wildcat. I want to see that in 24 scale, please Airfix. And they know that, and I keep saying it. And a 72nd scale Spitfire Mark 5C. We've got the Hunting Percival Provost. That's a very old kit. And then we've got the Vampire. We've got the Fallen Gnat, which used to be the Red Arrows. And then we've got the Hawker Tempest Mark 5 post-war. That's very nice. We've got a Swordfish, the old string bag. We've got a Tiger Moth, a BF-110E, and a 262. And going over the page, brand new tooling here. Just came out in December. We've got the ME410A. I don't have that kit yet. I should really get myself one, shouldn't I? We've got the 172nd scale Mosquito, a Junkers U87, Bristol Blenheim, and a Bristol Beaufort. Again, these are all in 72nd scale. Nice to see here. We've got the Blenheim with the long nose. This is the Mark 4F. I wish they would do that in 48, please. Airfix, please do that in 48 scale. You already do it. You already do the model with the short nose, so it wouldn't be much to do it in a long nose, would it? Here we've got a reintroduction. This is the Supermarine Swift. And then we've got the Harrier GR1 or AV-8A, so you can build that as the British or the American version. We've got the 172nd scale PZL Limb 5. And then we've got the 172nd scale Gloucester Meteor in new schemes. We have the MiG-17 in an American captured scheme, which is very pretty. GR7, GR9 Harrier, Sea Harrier, and a Lightning, all in 72nd scale, remember. And then we've got a brand new tooling, available summer 2024. 2 options in there. I think that's called the Jungly scheme or something. And then this one here is the normal British Army Royal Air Force scheme. And then we've got all the pictures down here, the CAD models of the kit as it's built. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful new model. Be interesting to see how the surface detail is taken care of on this one, whether it's raised or recessed. It's got it says accurate representation of quilted surfaces in cockpit. So it'll be interesting to see. 171 parts. That's a lot of parts for a little 72nd scale aircraft. And also it's huge. If you take the rotor blades, it's about 600 mil long or something. It's massive. So very interesting to see. 72nd scale Mitchell in new schemes. We've got a 72nd scale Skytrain, which is a fairly new tool. You've got the beautiful B-17 from Airfix, which is a lovely kit. You also have the Bomber resupply set, which is again lovely. We've got a Wellington in new schemes. We've got a Whitworth, which is a reintroduction. That's an old kit. I probably will be building that on the channel. We've got the Lancaster B3, which is beautiful. We've got the RAF Bomber resupply set there. So we've got the United States Air Force Bomber resupply and the British Bomber resupply. So really nice to see. They haven't got an ambulance in there though. Apparently the Americans use the K2 ambulance more than the British. We've got the Dam Buster here. This is B3 Special. I'm actually building that now, as I said earlier. Heinkel 111, a DO17. Brand new tooling here. We'll definitely be doing this one on the channel. 172nd scale B24H. I've never seen a B24H before. I expect Hasegawa did one, but I've never seen it done as a kit. Generally they're the J and the D version, which is the turret is the J and the D has the glass nose. So very nice to see. We've got the bomb load included, detail interior. We can have wheels up or down, 2 versions of both the tail and mid-upper turret, and 278 parts. Bloody, that's a lot of parts for a little 70-second scale. Do you know, they were turning one of these out every hour. They were building 620 a month at one point in 1943, I think it was. 620 a month. Imagine that. Wow. We've got the Phantom here. We've got a Sea King in new schemes. Blackburn Buccaneer. Beautiful looking aircraft. I believe that's a fairly new tool. We've got the Black Book Vulcan, which they've now sorted out the pylon on, I believe. I believe that's been sorted with a 3D printed part. Don't quote me on that. And then here we're into our 48. So this is a brand new tool, Bristol Bulldog. I really want to get this one. This is a lovely looking model with all the interior detail and everything. So it's going to be a nice kit. Where's the part? It's only 120 parts, so it shouldn't be too difficult to build. And we've got some beautiful schemes in there as well. So really looking forward to that one being released. It says here available spring 24. We shall see. 148th Spitfire Mark 17 with new schemes. And then we've got a Tiger Moth with new schemes, it looks like. We've got a Spitfire Mark 12. We have a P-51D Mustang. Again, these are all 48, so they're a nice size. You know, as a 48 scale fighter, they're going to have a wingspan, something like that. Going to be very nice indeed. We've got a 109 Warhawk. That looks like it's set in Pearl Harbor in the background there. Yeah, because you can see the 0. That's a Pearl Harbor setting. And then we've got the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1 and the Hurricane Mark 1 in 48 scale. They're all beautiful, beautiful kits. Yes, we've got the Walrus coming back. I'm really pleased about that. Hawker Sea Fury, beautiful airplane. We've got a Mark 18 Spitfire. We've got the Chipmunk with some new schemes. And we've got a reintroduction of the Tomahawk in 48 scale. So very nice indeed. Walrus, beautiful model. I'll definitely be getting one of those, even if I don't build it straight away. I'll definitely get one for the stash before it goes out of production again. And then we've got the 148th U87R. And then we've got the Hawker Hunter, which is a beautiful aircraft. That's a favourite of many. We've got a 48 scale Vampire, reintroduction of the Gloucester Meteor. And then we got the beautiful Sea King. As you know, I've made that one, built that on the channel. Just one thing to note, you don't get these uprights and that cable in the kit. So bear that in mind. Somebody asked me why I hadn't finished mine. I hadn't fitted those parts. And then when I looked back, what are you talking about? They don't have the parts. And then they said it's in this picture. So you don't get the rigging either. So worth remembering. So that is actually an additional add-on on the kit. So I'm surprised the modeler that built them for them, I'm surprised they did that. So never mind. Fairy Gannet, as I say, beautiful, beautiful model bought for me by the lovely Wendy. I will be building that as soon as there's some aftermarket. I mean, really, all it really needs is seat belts. It might be nice to have a new instrument panel, but all it really needs, I believe, is seat belts. I've already got some resin wheels for it, which it doesn't really need, but I've got some. And we shall see how it comes out. Blackburn Buccaneer, S2B. That's very nice. And then we've got the Super Marine Spitfire Mark 9C in 24 scale. Without doubt, their best 24 scale kit yet. It's a beautiful, beautiful build. Couple of little issues with it, tiny little issues, nothing much at all. If you want to fit the engine and have the covers fitted, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. Like this pipe here you can see sticking up. You need to shave something off of that, remove some plastic from the inside of the cowling and it'll all go together. Use magnets, use pins, whatever. I don't have mine anymore. I sent it to Wendy as a gift. So I've got another one to build, so I'll use some magnets on that and show you how it's done, no doubt. But it's a beautiful, beautiful model. Really, really nice. And without doubt, their best. Hellcat is a very, very close second, but this one is a gorgeous model. And then here we are, 35th scale, 72nd scale, and 76th scale military vehicles. And there's our beautiful little, I couldn't remember what it's called there, scout car. How could I forget that? And we can see that in 3 different schemes there. This is a real favourite. Everybody in the world loves this model. So be interesting to do this in a Berlin camo scheme because it did exist in that. And then here we've got the beautiful K2. I've built that one on the channel if you want to go and see a full build of that. I made the rear doors work, did a lot of weathering, did some chipping, wood graining and all that. So go and have a look at that. You'll enjoy seeing that one. And then we've got the brand new, this is a fairly new release, the truck, which is based on the same chassis and everything as the K2. So yeah, go get yourself one of those. Absolutely gorgeous little truck. You can see they've got it done with the dirty windshield with the wiper marks and everything. And then here we've got the 35th scale, new scheme, Cromwell, and they've corrected the wheel nuts or something. The nuts on the wheel weren't correct, and they've sorted that out. So that's going to be a new release. And then we've got the Panzer IV, and then we've got a Panther Aus G, and we've got a Jagdpanzer 38 as a Hetzer late version. These are all Academy kits, by the way. They're all made by Academy, so they're going to be very nice, very crisp. And then we've got a Tiger 1 early version Operation Citadel. We've got a GMC tank destroyer, M36, and then we've got a Russian T-34. Very nice indeed. We've got an M4A3 Sherman. We've got an M36 Battle of the Bulge. And we've got an M7 Priest. I've got this Sherman, I think, downstairs. And then we've got the Stug. We've got a King Tiger, an M3 Grant, an M18. Again, all in 35th scale. We've got a Panzer IIIJ, an M12 GMC. That's a very nice model. And then we've got the Sturmpanzer IV. That's the Brummbär mid version. Very, very nice indeed. Now we're down to 1/72nd scale here. So these are the newer kits. You've got the Sherman and the Tiger there, available now. We've got the Willys MB Jeep. Okay, so these aren't gift sets, they're just built the single kits on their own in the box. Then we've got the Higgins LCVP, Cromwell Mark IV, and Bedford QLD or QLT trucks. I'm not sure if you get both in the box or do you just get one. Both included in this set, so you get both the trucks in there. So you get the QLD and the QLT, so one's longer than the other. So that's very nice. Remember they're 1/76 scale, not 1/72nd. So these are going to be older kits. Vintage classics. So there's the 24 spelled U87, and then we have the P1127. That was the first of the Harriers, if you like. It became the Kestrel, I believe. And then we have a Bristol 192 Belvedere. It's one of Moss's favourites. And then here we have one of my favourites. This is the Hampton. I would definitely be getting that and building it for a bit of fun on the channel. And we've got the 24th scale P51 being reintroduced, and it's only £69.95, which I think is a bargain for that kit. When you look at prices of kits today, £69.99 for a 24th scale P51 is a bargain. It's like half the price of the Tamiya 132nd, isn't it, basically? 24th scale U87, lovely old model. Never had one, probably never will get one, but it is a beautiful, beautiful model nonetheless. We've got the SRN1, which was recently reintroduced. We've got the Ferry Rotodyne, which is being reintroduced. It's available now, okay. I thought it was about to come out. And then we've got some aircraft display stands there. And then here we've got back to our 1/76 vintage classics. We have the Panther, we have the Churchill, 25-pounder field gun and quad. And then we have a Stug 3, we have a JS3, a Bren gun carrier, a 234 armoured car, an AEC Matador, which is my favourite truck of World War II, World War I mail tank Mark I, Russian T-34, and I don't need to read all these out, you can see all these. Bristol Bloodhound has just been re-released, that's in 1/76 scale, so you can get a lovely little Land Rover there, and the Buffalo and the Willys Jeep, really, really nice. The Duck there, LCM3 and a Sherman, if anybody's doing the D-Day group build over on Black Rifle Model Works, you might want to consider that one. And then here we've got some Guards Band being reintroduced, and we've got the Guards Colour Party being reintroduced. So these are our figures now, 1/76 scale, so these are all going to be quite old. We've got RAF personnel, Russian infantry, Japanese infantry, Luftwaffe personnel, all the different paratroops and infantry up there. Now we're into ships. 1/600th was Airfix scale. So we've got Iron Duke coming back, and we've got Ajax coming back. Here we've got Graf Spee, we've got Ark Royal. Is that 1941 as she's done there? I'm not sure what year she's modelled in, but it says available autumn 24. We've got Hood in 600 scale, and we've got Bismarck. They're both available now. So that one's available autumn. These are all available now. So you could get a nice little set there, because they all took part in that same battle when we lost Hood and Bismarck, and then of course Ark Royal was later. And then here we have Graf Spee, that's available now. and the Ajax is available later in the year. HMS Victorious, that's another kit coming back, available in the autumn. We've got Belfast, Devonshire and Fearless, they're all available now. And then we're into our galleons. These are all different scales because of their size. They were sort of done to a size rather than a scale. So we've got a 1/180th Victory, we've got a 1/130th Cutty Sark, we've got a 1/144 scale Vasa, and we've got the Golden Hind there in 72nd scale. So they are beautiful kits. I wish they would retool them because the tools are getting a bit long in the tooth now, but because they are very, very old. And then here we've got a reintroduction. I'll definitely be getting this one again. It's a kit I should have got before and it went out of production. So this is the old RLI 7 class lifeboat. So looking forward to getting that and building it. We've got the Airfix battle games here. Battle, the introductory war game. So this is getting your youngsters into wargaming. And then you've got the bonus force deck. So technical information here. So great little thing to have for all your different, this would be handy for me, for all your different insignia on aircraft. There's all the different countries. And we've got the key to the flags there. And then here we've got, these are all the kits, okay, all the kits that are available in this catalogue. And it's got the length, the width, the number of pieces, how many options you get, the skill level, and the page it appears in the manual. So if you're looking for kits that are skill level 1, or you want to get something specifically that's skill level 3, you can just look down this column and then you see a 3. Okay, we've got the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight gift set. That's a skill level 3. Let's have a look at that. It's on page 44. What a wonderful way of doing things. Really, really nice. Very good idea. Never seen this in a catalogue before, so very well done. License acknowledgements. So these are all the licenses they've got from all the different companies, allowing them to copy their products. And then we've got Humbrol paints, accessories and toolkits. You can see they've got a 3D printer and all the different paints and glues and everything. All the different colours of the Humbrol enamel paints. Acrylic dropper bottles. And then we've got some weathering equipment here. Moss has just done a review of all their weathering stuff. And here we've got a 3D printer with accessories. Moss has actually got one of those. I'm not sure if he uses it or not. And then we've got mud, we've got masking tape, sanding pads, all the accessories you could ever want, all the different cements. We've got clear coats, thinners, Decalfix, brushes, modelling workstation. And then here we've got spray paints, cutting mats, we've got the airbrush propellant. And then here we have Scenics. So this is all Hornby, so this is all for your model railways, but there's no reason why you couldn't use these on your dioramas. And all the grasses and everything. And then we got all the product charts. So this is basically it's giving you, let's take the top one, enamel paint. It's a solvent based fast dry paint developed for use on plastic model kits. It's a wide range of surfaces including most plastics, wood, glass, ceramics, metal, cardboard, sealed plaster, sealed hardboard and many more. So that's what it can be put onto. They're telling you about application here, so it's basically going to say straight from the tin with a brush, airbrush with suitable thinners, and mix it 2 parts paint to 1 part thinners, but you can make your own mind up how much you want to mix it. Drying time, gloss is 1 to 2 hours, matte and satin is 20 to 40 minutes touch dry, 24 hours for hard. I would recommend with enamels, leave them at least 24 hours. They don't dry fast like your acrylics do, but they do spray beautifully and they brush paint beautifully as well. If you're into brush painting, you don't want to get an airbrush for various reasons, then enamel paints are going to be your answer. They're lovely. And then how to clean. So this is fantastic for the newer modeler. I'd recommend this catalogue to everybody that watches my beginner videos just for this. This here will answer a lot of the questions you guys ask me. So there we go. And that's that. So that's the 2024 catalogue. Recommended retail price is $8.99. And I would say just for that it's worth it for a newer modeler, and also for these charts here, absolute godsend, really, really good. So and they've got all down there. They've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube, TikTok and Pinterest, and of course you can watch me on YouTube on this channel as well, where I do a lot of Airfix building. And I am not sponsored by Airfix, I am not promoting Airfix. I just, when they send me something, I will show it to you. I don't get free kit. Well, I got the Sea King for free from them because it was given out on a day, and unfortunately I couldn't go on the presentation. but Dale sent me a kit anyway, which was very nice of him. But everything else you see I use on Airfix, I buy myself. So thank you for watching, and any questions, pop them down below, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching.